Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed about online harassment. Its importance is frequently minimized. A survey by the Pew Research Center released last year found that 73% of internet users have witnessed someone being harassed online, and 40% have experienced it themselves. And yet, so often, online harassment is reduced to an unavoidable but insignificant aspect of life on the internet, something that doesn't warrant a serious response and is just best ignored. What people who hold this view don't realize or willfully deny is that the damage done by online harassment is not limited to temporarily wounded egos or hurt feelings. It causes real harm. The amount of emotional damage caused by online harassment varies depending on the person experiencing it and the severity of the harassment itself. For some who experience it, the effects are minimal and fleeting. For others, they can be seriously traumatizing. And by the way, the snide dismissal by those who perpetrate or defend online harassment of the emotional damage that it can cause to those who experience it is disgusting and inexcusable. And that's just the emotional damage. It can cause harm in other ways. It can tarnish reputations, disrupt businesses, ruin relationships, drive people to suicide, or lead to in-person harassment and violence. And while people of all kinds can be targets of online harassment, it disproportionately affects young women. While the Pew survey found that men are actually more likely overall to experience some form of online harassment, it also found that women ages 18 to 24 are much more likely to experience some of the most severe forms of harassment, such as cyberstalking, sexual harassment, or sustained harassment. The survey found that 26% of women in this age group have been stalked online, compared to just 7% of men in the same age group and 8% of all internet users. Additionally, Danielle Keats-Citron, the author of the book Hate Crimes in Cyberspace, found that 70% of women who play online multiplayer games choose to play as a male character to avoid abuse and harassment. The particular victimization of women is something else that is minimized or denied by those who want us to treat online harassment like it's no big deal. And that is yet another reason why such people can go fuck themselves, as far as I'm concerned. Those who incite it deny responsibility. Sometimes online harassment is the result of an individual or a group attacking a deliberately chosen target. Perhaps the most well-known such target is Anita Sarkeesian, the feminist video game critic who has been the primary obsession of the misogynistic hornet's nest known as Gamergate. Now, defenders of Gamergate insist that their group is concerned with journalistic ethics in the gaming industry and has nothing to do with abusing women online. Such claims deserve to be taken about as seriously as those of gangsters who insist that they're legitimate businessmen. And that's pretty much how seriously such claims are taken outside of the spheres of influence within which members of groups like Gamergate tend to operate. Which is good. And yet, the problem of online harassment remains largely unaddressed. Most of the time, even among people who acknowledge the problem, victims are expected to fix it themselves. Maybe you should just unplug for a while. How many times have we heard this well-intentioned but utterly misguided advice offered to people who have been affected by online harassment? It may be practical from a certain point of view, but it still amounts to victim blaming. Oh, you've been bullied or harassed online? Maybe the solution is for you to stop using the internet. Yes, I really think we need to defer to the bullies on this one. I mean, what the hell is that? Then there are those who dispense with tact and empathy altogether and just say shit like, you just need to grow a thicker skin. You need to stop letting things like this get to you so much. One more time to people who say such things, on behalf of everyone who has ever been harmed emotionally or otherwise by online harassment. Fuck you. How victims react to harassment is not the problem. Harassment is the problem. It shouldn't be tolerated ever, nor should those who perpetrate it or enable it. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel if you're not subbed already, and please consider helping me to make more videos like this by becoming a supporter of this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks for watching.